Hello friends, you're probably all sitting here wondering why is this battle post recorded and why is it not live recorded. Well, I'm very upset that it wasn't live recorded because I was freaking out when it was live recorded. This is a really good game I had with John for the WBE this week. It was week 9. It was a really good game and a lot of crazy things happened, and I wish that it could be caught live, but my program that I use to record my 3DS, it stopped working. So when I stopped recording, the file disappeared, and apparently it's a bug that it does where once the program, you have to uninstall it and reinstall it, and then whatever. So we're here, guys. Of course, you guys are always loving the drive of the WBE, but I'm gonna hit that like button down below, guys. Subscribe if you already have not. We're gonna try and make it a playoffs here with the WBE. So I basically need to win every other match from here on out. Every match, I need to win. Every match. Every W counts. And it's not live now, but I'm not going to spoil it. But I really need to win this game. I really need to win this game. It's a really rough matchup. You can see it's a really rough matchup against me. Like, really bad matchup against me. Like, it is not pretty at all. He just has the matchup. I knew that he'd probably bring Mamoswine or Terrakion. He couldn't bring both. I kind of thought Scavalier was going to come. Scavalier Tentacruel. But none of them came. So we're just gonna rock out with the match here, boys. Again, like I said, I would like to say that I played this match pretty good, but this is, I guess, one of the few times I'm doing a post-com match, huh? One of the few times, huh? So he leads off with Mamoswine, right? As I lead off with my Mega Gallade, I figured I need to lead off with Mega Gallade because it's my best lead. If I lead off with anything else, well, then he gets an opportunity. And I figured turn 1, I am just going to go for Zen Headbutt. If he's Focus Sashed, I don't want to get my -1, because -1 as a close combat, I will be able to get one-shot by an Earthquake. So I went for the Zen Headbutt. Wild, right? I get a turn 1 flinch. That's fucking nuts, dog. I wish that was caught. I wish it was. It's really unfortunate. I went for CC there just in case he wanted to go out into his Incineroar. But really unfortunate for John, my boy Keith. It's unfortunate, but hey, the nigga did his thing. How he brought in his Serena really seemed like it was scarfed. Because I mean, like, either it was scarfed or he brings it in like it's fully defensive. But mind you, I was playing this under the impression that it could be either or. I got to eat a Queen here, taking it. I thought maybe want a U-turn, but a Bleach Seed, maybe drop kick. I don't know. A part of me is like, what if I just stay in and hit X-Scissor? But that wasn't the case. He brings up the X-Cloud. This thing's gotta be specs. It does way too much fucking damage, dude. This nigga hits, bro. He hits too hard. Way too hard. This is my Celesteela. Look how much damage this Boom Burst does to me. This shit's a 3 KO with a roll, dude. That's nuts. Or I'm pretty sure it's just guaranteed 3 KO. Maybe the lefty's probably adjusted with a roll, but pretty sure it's just guaranteed. This thing is nuts. It 3 kills my Celesteela. I figured there's no way in the hell he wants to stay in. Either I said fuck it, Volts, Rotom or an Incineroar comes out, and I honestly was surprised he didn't bring in Rotom a lot more than he against this thing versus like he brought out Incineroar way more often, as you will see throughout the match. He brought out Incineroar a lot more than I would assume that he brought Rotom. I thought he'd bring Rotom out more hard swap into it because he's immune to EQ, because he's Levitate, and there was this Heavy Slam. Still, sure, Heavy Slam's still gonna hurt, but I don't know. So I'm gonna protect here, get as much HP as I can back, since that X-Cloud just deleted. It deleted half or a third of my HP from my Celesteela, right? And I was writing down everything that he's doing, so I figured, right? I figured that, okay, if he's not, I don't see an item on this thing. I don't. And the Z-move is Dragon. So I'm assuming that I played like this thing was scarfed. You will see that. I go out to my Snorlax here, max defense. I'm thick fat, so I eat anything. That was super obvious. He makes a good play going for the U-turn there. As you can tell from the beginning, I'm playing very laid back. I started off super strong with just playing my Mega Gallade super offensively. But as you can tell now, I'm leaning back and I'm playing a little defensive now. And that's giving him the option. Like I said in my mind, I probably should go for another Leech Seed, but that didn't occur. He U-turns out. I stayed in. I said, fuck it. He U-turned out. I want to get some damage off on that thing. He actually goes back out into this thing, so it's unfortunate I get a -1 Intimidate. But that's fine. I was like, if I para, cool. If not, that's awesome. I want to get damage. And I looked at that damage, and I'm like, all right, okay, maybe he's not scarfed. But I don't know. This thing and whatever item it was holding was very confusing. It could be assault vest. It could easily be assault vest. He reveals drain punch here. I thought that he would go for the low kick there, since it does way more to my Snorlax. But no, he reveals the drain punch there. My Nidoqueen as well is also max HP, max defense. On the off chance he brings like Terrakion or Escavalier, which none came. He hard swabs out into his Latios, but I'm like, cool, free rocks, awesome. So I got my rocks up, and assuming that his Latios isn't the Defogger and the Rotom is, or the spinning Serena, this thing, I was under the impression that it was not going to run Defog, just not it. So I go into my Celesteela here, I can take any hit, I'm big chillin'. The only thing that scared me is if he set to set up. In my mind, I was like, it's fine, because I brought Focus Sash, Explosion, my Azelf can take care of the thing. It's just scary because I don't want to explode with him knowing that he has a Rotom in the back. And get this, he freezes me, dude. I mean, I'm like, I was kind of upset, right? But I don't know, I was kind of upset, but I flinched him. So I mean, like, I just deleted his Mammal, right? This bitch wagon's strong. She unthaws and connects with the Leech Seed. That's big damage. That's a lot of big damage. A lot of big damage. The last time I did this, he stayed in. I think this time he's going to swap out. So, expecting him to swap out into just anybody, mainly the Serena. Just anybody, but mainly Serena. I heavy slam here. Either Serena or Incineroar, I heavy slam here. Go behold, he goes out into Explode here. Exploder. I'm not really sure why. I have to watch his side. I don't really know what he was predicting here to go out into Explode. But I do a big fucking amount of damage, dude. I'm dropping 65% on that nigga, dude. Huge. So, I protect here because I want to see what he wants to lock himself into in case he wants to just hit Fireballs. He has no reason to hit Boom Burst. I mean, obviously, it's Boom Burst is obvious, but yeah, recovery, you know what I mean, dude? And what's wild is when it was going live, he took his time. And I was like, dude, is he going to swap out when he was doing this? Okay, he took his time. That didn't happen. He just hit Boom Burst again. And I misclicked Protect. I was not stalling him, guys. See, why I wish this shit was live, dude. Fuck my program. No, this thing, right? I misclicked Protect. I don't even mean to hit it. I was just all like, I'm going to die regardless. So I'm like, I don't know, dude. He knocks me out. That's the first Mon gone. I'm bringing out my boy Vooter. Volt Switch kills from this range, so we're big chilling. I feel like he wants to keep it though because it has so much offensive presence to my team. He goes out into the Serena, and I don't know, dude. He's just going into Serena a lot. He kind of really bluffs really well. As you guys will tell from this match, he bluffs really well on what his Pokemon are. He plays this thing so defensively, only revealing one move. I don't know, dude. And I know that this thing can't touch me at all. I'm at absolute max HP, and his entire team gets bodied by a Sludge Wave. The only thing that comes in is Rotom. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't care if he comes in because Rotom can't touch me. He actually brings in the Rotom. I don't know, dude. I don't know about this play because I totally walled this Rotom. 1000%. Sludge Wave 2 KOs from this range, or sorry, 3 KOs from this range. He reveals the trick. And in my mind, I'm like, ain't no problem. Ain't no problem at all. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem at all, dude. Because that's totally fine if he wants to go ahead and give me the Scarf and take my Black Sludge because I already put up the rocks. I'm only going to be attacking from here on out, and his entire team is hurt by Sludge Wave. He didn't bring the Escavalier or the Tentacruel, so his entire team's hurt by it. He gives me the item back, which that helps me out even more. So basically, he tricked me for no reason at all because now he's dead. I'm at full HP. And I've guaranteed knocked out the one thing that stopped me from spamming close combat. Because I don't care if I hit close combat and he brings in Lottie because I can just turn around and just hit X and out speed. It doesn't matter. He brings in this thing though like it's faster than me, right? So in my mind, I'm like, alright, he's running max speed. I don't want to take a hit. I had a chance to live it. But I want me to clean around in case of things like the Serena and Incineroar because I'm max defense. I'm a defensive set. I had to let somebody go. The Rotom, I only have 3 moves, All Stab and Defog. So I had T-Bolt, Leaf Storm, and Volt Switch and Defog. That walls his entire team. He has no hazards up. It's fine by me. I hit X Scissor here because whatever wants to come out is taking damage to this X Scissor. So he actually brings out here the Incineroar. Not really surprised, Intimidate, but I do have the rocks up. So that's big fucking damage. Here's what's wild, right? After this X-Scissor, obviously he lives this, right? I thought that he was Scarfed, dude. So I swap out. This shit is wild. His bluffs are nuts. Because this entire time, I didn't know the item. I didn't see, he didn't show any clear evidence of an item, right? No Rocky Helmet, right there. No Scarf. And I'm like, cool, he locked himself into Flare Blitz. That's awesome because I take that and he kills himself next turn. So I'm going to curse up this turn, right? He changes up moves and reveals the Drain Punch again. So that in there confirmed to me, all right, this nigga's AV. Ain't no more. This nigga's eating beans. This nigga's AV. It's a wrap, dog. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's not the world's biggest loss because I live any other move that he wants to go for. I'm a +1 defense. The only thing that sucks is that my Snorlax is so low now, dude. Like, imagine if I killed it when I was at 96 HP. So low now, dude. So low now, dude. Because now his Latios is very scary to me. Snorlax guaranteed lived any move that Latios wanted to go for, and I could just do a lot of damage to it with Body Slam. Once the Rotom was gone, I could just curse spam and bull out with Body Slam. It's not the case at all. He brings out the Latios, and I'm like, all right, dog. He's setting up right here. He's going to set up, and he's going to recover. He revealed Ice Beam and T-Bolt so far. He reveals Size Shock now. So in my mind, I'm like, all right. His last move, Calm Mind? I'd love to know what it is, dude. I'd love to know what the fuck it is. I bring out my Azelf, and I don't even need to explode yet because I outspeed this thing. I go for the knockoff. It 2 shots from this range, and I leave any hit that he wants to go for. He reveals a Shadow Ball. That's his last move. So it's actually not even a Dragon Stab move at all. Insane, right? He swaps out and goes out into the X-Cloud. And in my mind, I'm like, it doesn't really matter if he does this because Azelf outspeeds his entire team. I killed the X-Cloud, and I know that he wants to bring the Serena in against my Azelf. So I'm just going to hit Explosion. I run Fire Punch as well for like Escavalier and for this thing, but I'm going to explode for this range. I have a chance to kill it. He actually reveals that he's Scarfed here for the Power Whip. Base 120 physical attack stat. So that thing Scarfed is crazy. Just the miss kind of mattered because he would have been able to defeat my Azelf, and he would have been able to outspeed my Gallade and defeat that. But it didn't really matter in the long run. It would have only mattered in bringing the match closer because I bring in Nidoqueen against this thing, the Serena. I go for Sludge Wave. He can't swap out because I have Rock Slip, so it will die. And I guaranteed lived a Power Whip. So it didn't matter at all that he got the miss. The only thing that mattered is it would have been a closer game. I mean, it would have been like a 1-0 in his. It would have been, yeah, it would have been a 1-0 because I'd have to basically let the Nidoqueen go. I'd have to let it go versus Latios and then bring in the Gallade and kill. So the outcome would still be the same. I think the only thing that really genuinely mattered was me flinching. That turn 1 flinch really mattered. Mamoswine was, you can look at my team. Mamoswine is such a threat to my team. Superpower, EQ, ISO Crash. Look at my team. Such a big threat to my team. Just to my entire draft. It's even to my Jealous, such a big threat. And he can run knockoff. So good games to Keith. Everyone calls me John. That's my boy Keith. That's my nigga. That's my white guy. That's my homie. Check him out, guys. I'd love to see his side and see his Rotom strats. I'd love to see that because I was really curious as to why he did that. So I definitely would love to see that. But yeah, guys, we've been on a winning streak now in the WBE. I mean, playoffs are around the corner. Next week we face the Seattle Drizzlers. So I think it's definitely IM. We gotta face his team. So, I mean, we have 2 more matches left, and then it's playoffs. I battle him, and then me and Shady actually took the WBE. Wild, right? So, yeah. Essentially, I have to win my next 2 games, and I think I'm guaranteed playoffs to win my next 2 games. So, no L's, my boys. No L's. If you guys enjoyed it, that like button down below. I'm sorry, it's different. I know. I love my live comms, but this sucks. I know. It'll be fixed for next week, though. It'll be fixed for next week. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I am NumbNexus. I'll see you guys next time.